Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm gonna be putting some new wheel sets on two bikes. I'm gonna be putting on Santa Cruz's new Reserve DT Swiss 350 with the new 90-tooth DEG engagement. But we're gonna be putting the Mullet Carbon 30 HD wheel set on the Bullit. And then same hub, the DT Swiss 350 with the new 90-tooth engagement. Gonna be putting their SL full 29er wheel set on the Hightower. Pretty stoked on this. I've never had any Reserve wheels in the past. It's awesome. They have lifetime warranty, so pretty much bang for your buck. I feel like anything nowadays, whether it be a carbon bike or carbon wheels or just wheels in general, having lifetime warranty goes a long way, but I'm pretty stoked. So today, just gonna be installing them. Maybe I'll just weigh them also. And then I am putting new tires on the e-bike. I am going radial. So we have the Magic Mary radial and we have the Shredda. So I'm gonna do the Shredda in the front, Magic Mary in the rear. And then I put these on the Hightower a few weeks ago. They've been amazing. The tacky chans, so I have front and rear. Those are gonna go on the new wheel set. So the Schwalbe stuff has been pretty awesome so far. The tacky chans have been a big upgrade for me. I used to, usually I feel like a lot of people too. Max is fanboy, so it's fun to switch it up. The tacky chans are like my go-to tire for the trail right now. And I'm pretty stoked. I've not tried any radial stuff yet. So that'll be another video of a test, well, actually going out and riding and testing it. But today we're just gonna slap all this stuff together. Maybe we'll just weigh the wheels before I install them just to see the weight. And yeah, let's get started. All right, so what I did first was we're gonna start with the Hightower. I already took the wheels off, took the tires off. Those are the old Industry 9 wheels, and these are the new Reserve 30 SL wheels. Saved you guys the whole agony of having you guys watch me take all the old stuff off. So what I wanna do now is I wanna take a look inside the 350 hub quickly at the new 90-tooth ratchet. I wanna weigh the old wheel set and the new wheel set, and then we'll work our way to the Bullit. We'll do the same thing. We're not gonna actually weigh them with the Bullit because I don't really care about the e-bike weight, but on the Hightower, I did get an SL 30, kind of like an all-mountain wheel set. And again, taking off the Industry 9 Enduro S wheel set with the Hydra hubs. So let's get started. So let's unbox this. You get the Reserve valves. I mean, you better, the Reserve wheel set. So what else are you gonna get? We have the wheels here. Like I said, I got the 350 hubs. They're just so easy to work on, and I was interested in the new DEG stuff with them, but the 350 hubs are tried and true. They're bomb-proof, easy to service. The Industry 9 stuff, it is great. Little bit, that was the older i9 wheel set. My dog's whining. Older i9 wheel set with not the Hydra 2 hub. So I've had some instances where the axle has snapped and I've had to replace it, but I'm just going for simplicity. So I'm all about that. Easy to service. So pretty sweet. So these are the SL 30 wheel set. So not crazy loud, which doesn't matter, but wow, that's huge. That's what she said. This is crazy, like that. I don't know if you guys can see, but that is a big ratchet. Like that thing is huge. So I haven't used any of their new stuff yet. I've used the old ratchet tooth setup. With this one, you can use their new technology. It's like that pedal kickback thing that just got released. So you can take all of this stuff out and install that new tech from them. So you don't have that pedal kickback when you're cycling. So, you'll see the O-Chain has it, or the O-Chain, SRAM bought them. So now that's their technology. And then E13 came out with their new hub that has it. So you're starting to see them with the hubs a lot too now. And DT Swiss came out with their system that you buy the kit and you can put it into this one. I don't know if you can put it into the older 350 hubs. It might have to be this one. I'll put a little link in the description on this also, but pretty cool. Looks kind of the same concept, but the ratchet is so much bigger. And then this is like, the teeth are on here also, but like the two ratchets are right here. They're big. So interested to see how these 350 hubs hold up compared to the old ones. And I think they will, you know, again, they're supposed to be tried and true. Never used a reserve wheel set, so I'm pretty stoked on these. J-bend spokes, again, tried and true, very easy to maintain J-bend spokes. Again, I'm not a huge straight pull fan, but you know, this is a bomber wheel set, so we're gonna put it through its paces. And I'm gonna weigh this with the valve because I'm gonna weigh the other wheel set. They have the valves on. I don't wanna take the valves out of the old wheel set, so we're gonna weigh each one individually. Just gonna put the valve on. And again, I'm pretty stoked. I'd love to know what you guys are using for wheel sets and tires and all that. So drop a comment down below and give me some feedback. Again, if you want me to try some stuff that you guys have, you know, or that you don't have, I'm always down to try my best to get these products and yeah, and showcase. Okay, again, this is the SL wheel set. This is the rear. Let's weigh it. 2 pounds, 1 ounce. Try that again. 2 pounds, 1 ounce. Check that out. Pretty sweet. And for all you other fans, that's 0.93 kg. Again, this is the SL wheel set. Let's weigh the rear Industry 9 one. I'm hoping that's more and this is less. But if it isn't, it's not the end of the world. I'm not building this bike as a weight weenie bike, so. Let's see. Old Industry 9 Endura S carbon wheel set. Hydra, not the Hydra 2 wheels. Let's see. Oh my God, 2.2. Let's see again. 2.2. So Industry 9 rear, 2.2, 0.97 kg. Okay, so they're pretty close, almost the same. But let's do the front now, okay? This is the front Industry 9 wheel set, or not wheel, the front wheel, but this is the front, so let's see. 1.14, I always do 2 just to make sure. 113, let's do a third one just in case. 114, so here we go. 114 pounds, or 1.14 and 0.84 kg. So now let's do the front reserve wheel. Front reserve 30 SL wheel, 1.12, 1 pound, 12 ounces. Pretty cool. So honestly, overall pretty light. You can see it right there, kilograms, 0.78. You know what? You know, I'm not doing it so much for the weight, just want to do a quick weight comparison. I'm doing it because I've always wanted to try the reserve wheels. I've heard they're great, compliant. And the 350 hubs, I kind of like more than the Hydras. And it's just, again, easy to service, maintain, all that stuff. And in another video, I would love to use their new pedal kickback system that I can integrate with this hub. So pretty stoked on that. So we got the weight out of the way. We went over the new 350 hub a little bit. So let's go ahead, put on the rotors. I'm using Sram HS2 rotors. These are the 2.0 thickness rotors. 200 front and rear for this bike. So far, again, I'm running the Mavens. They've been a great brake. I don't know what you guys are using, but you know, I've actually been kind of interested in the new Shimano brakes. I don't know if anyone has used those yet, so if you have, let me know how they are. You know, I built up a Hightower a few weeks ago and it had the XTR brakes, or the new ones, and they felt pretty sweet, so I don't know. I'm just trying to dabble with as much stuff as I can, but I've been married to the SRAM stuff and the Rockshox stuff. It's been great. I used to always use Hope brakes, you know, but I feel like they dropped the ball on the Tech 4s. I love the Tech 3 brakes, but the Tech 4s just were too spongy, too inconsistent. There was a lot going on. I feel like the pistons were always getting stuck and I had to service them. It wasn't like a good taste when I was using them. So then I switched to the Mavens, and the Mavens have been great. I know some people have some issues with the Mavens, but you know, stay on top of them and bed in those pistons, and usually they're fine. Again, I haven't had any issues. I think like every now and then though, when I'm braking really hard after, you know, when you're riding, you can hear a little rotor rub going on, but it goes away. So maybe I do give you that where it does stick a little bit here and there, but it's not enough to annoy me because it goes away after, you know, like a couple more seconds of riding. But, you know, it just heats up. So, you know, it's a powerful brake, so it does heat up. I'm not using a drill because everyone in the comments will be like, you're not supposed to use a drill. So I'm using my, oh, put a little dab of grease here. Again, pretty baller baller build. It's an XX build, so I've been loving that stuff, so I guess you could say you can't go wrong, but you also don't have to spend that much on the XX stuff. I mean, the GX stuff is great too. I feel like I'm playing like the way I'm standing, like an electric guitar. Okay, let's put the tire on. And again, I've been using the tacky chans. I've been using the soft compound in the rear and the ultra soft in the front. They've been great. You know, I love a grippy tire, and even on the flat, you know, sharp turns, they're grippy. So honestly, like I've read a lot of the reviews out there. You know, it's almost like a flawless tire, but you know, I want to try it out. Take off the Maxxis, you know, Maxxis fanboy over here, but you know, this could be like my new main tire for my trail bikes. You know, I've been dabbling with the Wicked Wheels also on my Epic 8. So yeah, again, let me know what you guys have been using, what brands are favorite, and you know, give me some suggestions to try. I'm tossing new stuff on all the time. Saved some of the milk in the tire, so I shouldn't need any more sealants. And normally I don't use tire levers as much, but I hurt my wrist the other week, so I'm gonna use tire levers. All right, let's pump this up. My dog Kona might flip out on this, but he might not. Hit or miss. Ooh. Cool. Nice. This is a great looking wheel. I'm gonna do the other wheel. I'm gonna do the front wheel. Not gonna have you guys watch that, so you know, I'll just have it done for you. So in the next clip, you have to see me doing this whole process. And we're gonna weigh the Hightower, and then we're gonna move on to the Bullit quickly. And that one, we're just gonna toss on the wheel set, take a quick look. I don't need to weigh it and do all that. So, but I'm pretty stoked on that because you'll see me putting on the radials. So we have the wheels on. I'm weighing this with the pedals. So let's see, because I'm riding with the pedals. So 34.8, another for good measure. 34.9, the last one, it's kind of bugging out for a sec. 34.8, so we have 34 pounds, 8 ounces, and 15.53 kg. Not bad. Again, the new reserves. It's pretty cool. We have tacky chan tires. Again, XX setup. It's a pretty baller setup all around. Not really trying to have this be a complete weight weenie setup, but 34.8, pretty baller of a build. Stoked to try these Reserve SL wheels out. Gonna see, are they a little bit more compliant? Are they stiff? Are they flexy? I've never used them, so I'm pumped to try them out. Lifetime warranty, can't beat that. So I'm gonna try to beat the piss out of this. So I think it's like no questions asked for all their wheels. So, I mean, that speaks for itself, kind of, if there's no questions, but yeah, it speaks for itself. But stoked, and the tacky chan tires have been great. Now, kind of the main event, I am stoked to put these radials on the HD mullet setup on the Bullit. Let's get into that very quickly. I'm not gonna do as much showing of them. You know, I'm not gonna show you guys the weight and all that stuff. I'm just gonna slap them on. We'll take a look at the tires. Again, you know, if you guys have been using the radials, what do you think? Comment down below. My first time trying them, so I'm down for as much contact to the tire to hit the ground. So we'll see how those go on my next ride. But let's get to the Bullit. Okay guys, we are now up to the Bullit. So I took the old wheels off. We have the new wheels, frames here, and again, we are putting on the radials. We have a Magic Mary in the back, Shredda in the front, 2.5s for each. Pretty stoked on these. If you guys have been trying these out, let me know. I would love your feedback and what you guys think. Is it a tire worth rebuying? Is it a tire worth even trying on the Hightower? You know, I'm just super stoked on them. Again, haven't tried them, so really pumped to get those going. And these are the wheels. It's a mullet, so the Bullit is only a mullet. So 29 front, 27.5 rear. Old wheels are over there with the Maxxis. The aluminum wheels were pretty great. I mean, I was going off some pretty cool stuff and some rock gardens, and I could hear some pings in the back when my dog's playing with his bone. When the rock would actually be like smacking against the rim, and no dents or anything. Some pretty hard landings. They, you know, they're kind of bomb-proof too, so you know, they're a great option. I think it's like $600-700 for their aluminum 30 HD wheel set with 350 hubs. Like, that's baller, lifetime warranty. So I don't know if you're seeing anything deals on those, or not even deals, 600 bucks, 700 bucks. That's a steal. Full aluminum, 350 hubs with the new 90 tooth engagement. That's awesome. So if you're looking for an upgrade from your crappy wheels, I would actually say maybe get those instead of spending close to $2,000 on carbon if you don't have the money. Nothing wrong with aluminum. Corner, what are you doing? Good boy. All right, let's put the Shredda on the front. So again, 2.5, it's radial, it's 29er. I think this is like their prototype-ish type of tire. They're putting it out there for people to kind of test and give their input on it. From what I've seen, it excels in super loamy conditions. Look at these knobs, like, holy crap. They're spread apart. This thing wants to dig into the loam, get that grip. So it's probably amazing for cornering. So I'm pretty stoked to try these out. I really am. Like, that's crazy. Look at that. And I'm going with the ultra soft compound in the front. So a lot of these are kind of sold out on my, like, you know, from what I've been trying to find. And it's up to you guys to choose like ultra soft and soft compounds. If you go on their website, it is kind of confusing trying to choose which one's right for you. But, you know, you kind of have to dabble with, I feel like, some of their products. But again, I'm doing the ultra soft in the front, and then for the Magic Mary, I'm doing a soft in the rear. Both gravity though, I'm not doing the trail, I'm doing the gravity casing. So, you know, it's an e-bike. I want that long lasting tire, but we'll see, like, will the ultra soft be good in the back or the front? Or, you know, that's kind of where I'm at with the Rich Robbie tires, is like testing those out, even with the Tacky Chans, like which one's gonna last longer in the front or have more grip, etc. So you're gonna have to test a lot of their stuff if you're not already using their tires. You know, you gotta train yourself to be familiar with like all of their compounds. Holy crap, like these knobs, like they're tall. I am so pumped to try this tire out. It just feels like a badass tire, just holy crud. And I'm not doing cush core. You know, I think the tires are getting pretty good nowadays, where a lot of people are steering away from the tire inserts. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Was it just a fad, or is it still worth sticking on your wheel? Let me know in the comments. This thing is just so big. Like, you can feel how tough it is with the casing just trying to get this on. Like, it takes a little bit of elbow grease, at least for this one. Let's put a little bit of milk. Oh, got it. Here we go, let's pump this thing up. Oh. Okay, that was the front. Those knobs are pretty meaty. This was annoying getting on. And if you're using cush core or a tire insert, it's gonna be a bitch getting this on. But yeah, it was a bit tough, but again, it's gravity casing tire. It looks, oh my God, look at that. I mean, that looks like it's gonna be super grippy. Down to the last wheel, the rear wheel, and we're putting on the Magic Mary. A lot of people will use this tire as like a front and a rear. There's some World Cup racers too. It's like kind of like a bread and butter tire for them. You'll see these all over the place, but yeah, these are the knobs on these. Not as tall as those Shreddas. So the Shreddas have a front and rear specific tire. Obviously I got the front for the front, so you can do a rear one, just get the rear one. Magic Mary's is not front or rear specifics, kind of like their Alberts, but again, holy crud. And I'm using the soft compound. I guess that's the orange one and the other one is purple, but soft compound, still gravity casing. We'll see how long this lasts. Wanted to try the soft more than the ultra soft because again, e-bike, burn through tires, so we'll see what happens. Okay, let's see if this tire is as hard as getting on as the Shredda, because the Shredda was pretty annoying to get on, but yeah, at least it's on there. I'm not using a tire insert in the back. I haven't been using inserts in a while. You know, they get a little bit heavy, but the tires have come such a long way, you know, now. So with all these different casings, so they should hold up. I mean, the concept of the inserts is also just like tire suspension, but I don't know, like it could have just been a phase with a lot of riders. But let me know if you're still riding the inserts or not. Again, hurt my wrist, so this is definitely killing my wrist. Let's use a little bit of milk. Time to milk it up. Oh yeah. Ooh. Okay. Okay, not as bad as the Shredda. Shredda took me, oh, this is eons better than the Shredda. Putting on, eons. Oh, let's pump it up. Here we go. Oh! There we go. Nice. I put a little grease on the free hub. We'll put the cassette on. I'm so stoked. So next week's video, or in a few days, I'll have a riding video. So I'll try to have it focused around the tires and the cassette. I'll have it focused more on the tires and the wheel set for both bikes. Again, I'm stoked to have these reserve wheels on both the bikes. They look awesome so far, but hey, looks can be deceiving, so let's see how they ride. Okay guys, we got the new carbon wheel set on. We got the tires on. Let's see how much the Bullit weighs. And this bike has top tier specs, so I don't know, let's see. Here we go. 51 pounds. So guys, we got 51 pounds, 22.96 kg. And again, these are gravity tires, so obviously I knew going into this it was gonna add more weight. The other tires were thick too, but I'm pretty sure these weigh a bit more, but yeah, again, don't need to be a weight weenie on a full power e-bike. This thing's awesome, and honestly, my other ones were kind of around that 53, so this can obviously get lighter, but I'm using it more as like an enduro downhill sled at my local trail, so I kind of wanted a beefy build on this, so I'm pretty stoked on it. And again, comparison, look at these, look at the knobs on the Shredda, look how tall those are. These things want to grip dirt, and I would assume by looking at that, they would thrive more in a loamy dirt environment versus just like rock slabs and everything. And then the Magic Mary, obviously not as big, kind of like the standard, but still, you know, very grippy tire. A lot of people use it front and rear, but again, I just really wanted to, I've been hearing things about this tire and I really wanted to try it out, but look at that. And I think from what Schwalbe's putting out there is they want to use this as like a test tire to see what you guys think, to put input into it and feedback, and then, you know, they'll know what to tweak in the future, or if they leave it the way it is or they come out with a new tire, who knows. But yeah, that's a wrap, guys. Just wanted to give you a little something of the new wheels and tires that I'm putting on all these bikes. Again, this is the Hightower. We got the Carbon SL wheel set on. We have tacky chans front and rear. I'm doing 2.4s. The Bullit, we have the Carbon 30 HD wheel set. Again, that's the SL 30. This is the regular 30 HD Carbon, and Magic Mary in the rear, Shredda in the front. Super stoked to try these out. This is, let's see if we can hear it. I don't have the mic on, but that's the 90-tooth engagement. Sounds pretty good. You can feel the difference between the other ratchets that come standard on these already with it when I'm pedaling just on the stand. I'm pumped to try their pedal kickback system thing that you can integrate with this, so that'll be another video. In a few days, I'll put another video out there for you guys of me riding this on the trails. We'll do a video of the Hightower with the wheels and the Bullit, just going in depth of the wheel set and the tires on each one. Again, I've been riding the tacky chans for a few weeks now. They've been amazing. I recommend them to almost everyone. They're great. If you love a DHR2 or an Assegai, you'll probably love the tacky chans. Can't recommend these yet because haven't tried them, just going off what I'm seeing on the internet and riding reviews, and you know, it's just about time. Radial tires are becoming a big thing now. Other companies are gonna start to put their own out there. I think Maxxis has a test pilot one out there already, so you'll start to see them. My cousin thinks you're gonna see them on trail tires. I mean, what do you guys think? Are we gonna see Radial on trail tires and gravity tires, enduro tires? You know, drop your comments down below. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel. Super stoked that you guys are enjoying the video so far. Let me know your feedback on what I should do next, what builds, and what other products to try. Always down to try new things. Again, guys, crank on. I'll see you next time.